Hey guys, this time on Camp Outside we take a look at campsite number 20 at Fort DeSoto Park in Pinellas County, Florida. Check it out. Hey guys, so I'm Kevin Kemp and this is Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We are continuing our video series on the campsites at Fort DeSoto Park in Pinellas County. That's right near St. Petersburg, Florida. It's on a barrier island at the mouth of Tampa Bay. It's a beautiful park with an awesome campground. So before I get into the video, I would just ask you to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos. And go ahead and hit that like button. So Camp Outside is all about helping moms and dads take their kids camping, fishing, hiking, and learning about nature. So this video series is designed to help you select a site when you're online reserving sites at Fort DeSoto. Oftentimes, whether it's the Reserve America system that a lot of state parks use, or it's an independent system like the system that Pinellas County uses, the campsites only have like one or two photos of the site, and oftentimes those photos are not very useful. You can't zoom them in to make them really big on your computer screen or even on your phone or your tablet, and so it's really hard to decide whether or not that site is one that you really want. You might be rolling in there with a big RV, or you might be like us where we tent camp, but we often want a place to park our boat trailer, and so we're looking for a good site. You may want a site that's really secluded with a lot of vegetation around you and kind of separate from your neighbors, or you might be looking for a campsite where it's got easy access to your neighbors, because maybe you're camping with a couple of friends and you're getting a couple sites in a row. And then also, maybe you want a site either near the bathroom or near the playground. If you've got young kids, being close to the amenities is really nice. So our whole goal behind this whole system or this whole series of videos is to show you the campsites at Fort DeSoto. So with that, let's get started. The campground for Fort DeSoto is on the main entrance road just south of the boat ramp. The majority of the campground is on St. Christopher Key, and the entire campground has access to the water. Site number 20 is in Area 1, which is only suitable for tents, vans, and pop-ups, and does not allow pets. The nearest restroom is restroom number 2. There are also laundry facilities there, and right next to it is the camper's day room. Starting at the main entrance road, you can see that campsite number 20 is on the water. There are trash receptacles and a receptacle to receive hot ashes, either from a campfire pit or a charcoal grill. There are no campfire rings at Fort DeSoto, so you either need to bring one from home or rent one from the camp store for $3 a night. The site is equipped with electric and water hookup, a charcoal grill, and a picnic table, and a hook to hang gear. The site does offer some privacy from your neighbors, but the vegetation is not that thick, so you are going to be able to see from site to site. The back end of the site is wide open, as you can see, and leads to a grassy field before you get to the water. This grassy field is an excellent place for kids to play. When we camp out there, we take a croquet set, a frisbee, cornhole, stuff like that. It's a great place to play, and then you oftentimes see people walking by or riding their bike. There is no seawall there, so it goes right down into the sand, but Fort DeSoto does not allow fishing. The signposts are numbered, so as you're walking along, it helps you figure out where your campsite is. That is, if you don't recognize your stuff. It's an excellent site. So I hope you found that video useful. I love Camp DeSoto. It's one of my favorite places, and it's really close for us. We can be there in an hour, so it's a really great getaway for us, especially in the cooler months. It gets a little too hot for me to camp there in the summer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Two things I want to mention before the end of this video. Number one is when you're camping at Fort DeSoto, you need to be prepared for the weather. If you're not used to camping in Florida, it can be very hot. so you need to make sure that you don't get heat exhaustion or anything like that. But the big thing that you've got to worry about is the storms and the wind. A lot of storm fronts move in off the Gulf of Mexico, and there's really nothing to slow those storms down at all until they hit land, and you're the first land they hit. So especially if you're camping on a water site and you've got an RV that's got an awning, or you've got a tent or something like that, or a screen house that can only withstand a certain amount of wind, make sure that you're prepared for the wind. You might want to secure that awning before you roll out to the beach for the day, or you may want to guy out your tent or your screen house to make sure that it's secured, so that you don't have to deal with broken gear when you get back to the site or once the storm has passed. I've seen many tents and screen houses ruined out of Fort DeSoto. It seems like every time we camp on the water out there, we get crappy weather and have to deal with some strong winds. So just be warned. The second thing I want to mention is the bugs. And depending on time of year, the bugs can be pretty awful. It seems anywhere that you camp in coastal Florida, the bugs can be pretty bad. And it's not just the mosquitoes, but it's the no-see-ums, which are a small biting insect we have here in Florida. So I really recommend that you prepare yourself for the bugs. If you can stand it, hopefully it's cool weather when you're going to be here, but if it's not, if you can stand it, long sleeves and long pants really helps with no-see-ums. And then I run thermocells, which are little appliances that have a butane burner with a little wafer that emits a fume that helps keep bugs away. I highly recommend thermocells, or any of your bug sprays. Guys, I hate wearing DEET. I try not to put it on my skin, but there are times when you just can't avoid it. And if you let the no-see-ums eat you, you'll be itching for weeks. So just be prepared for the bugs, be prepared for the weather and the wind. But other than that, have an amazing time at Fort DeSoto. It's one of my favorite places to camp. So please connect with us on our social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. There'll be links to those down in the description. And if you haven't checked out our overview of Fort DeSoto video, check that out, as well as our overview of the campground at Fort DeSoto. We have videos. Those links will be down in the description as well. And guys, thanks for watching Camp Outside. We couldn't do it without you. I really appreciate all of the support that we've received, and the views and the comments, and you guys reaching out to me personally. It's been awesome. We're looking to make these videos all over the US. So every time we roll into a new campground, we're going to shoot all the empty sites and put those on YouTube, so that it makes it easier for you to choose a campground and a campsite so you can get outside. So again, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.